What's up, everybody? Graydon here, LPM channel. We got Fausto in the building. Fausto, what's going on? You look so small over there in the corner. This is the wrong setting for this.
I like it.
We got some people jumping on in the chat. We've got a really cool episode of Binder Nights tonight. So if you're new to the channel, if you're a new subscriber, welcome to the LPM channel. We do something really fun here called Binder Nights. Binder Nights is a show where collectors get a chance to come on and show their graded slabs, their sketches, all sorts of stuff they've been collecting, and some of it's in a binder. It doesn't have to be in a binder, but some of the times we have it in a binder. And tonight, me and Fausto, who are two character collectors, are going to show what we've got. So Fausto, you are kind of Mr. Binder. You started a lot of this, man. You're a binder guy. Why don't we talk a little bit about your collection? What year are we going to do today?
So it's funny, I wasn't really a binder guy until I found the right binder. But I've always wanted to be a binder guy, but I just don't trust ding ring binders. I don't trust the metal binders.
Trust issues.
Yeah, I bet. It's true. Very much so. But then I found the right binders. But we are doing, as you mentioned, you wanted to do, I think you said 1980.
87.
87. Mine starts in 66, but we're going all the way to 1998.
I love it.
Collections. So
I love it. This is a really funny comment here from our MODOK collectors saying two characters that are character collectors. I love it.
Yes.
I really like it. Good.
Hey, buddy.
Lions. Yeah, so tonight we're going to show some cards from mid-range, around 1987 to 1999. A lot of us have an affinity with the 90s. There's so many rookie cards for characters that came out around this time. A lot of like a 1990 MU rookie cards for a lot of characters. So it's an important year to kind of go through. My character, Sabretooth, who I'm going to show tonight, has appearance cards going back to 87. I don't collect stickers, but there are stickers in there as well in those years. So we're going to show some stuff. I think we should just get right into it, Fausto. I think everybody knows who we collect. I think they know the drill here. Do you want to go first? Why don't we check out one of yours?
Yeah, let me get my Iceman binder ready to go.
Oh my God. Is it frozen? Is it like you keep the Iceman binder in the freezer? Is that a thing?
Yeah, always.
Right.
How do you get so cool? But there you go.
So let's talk about the tag you do here real quick, because I love this.
So these are my tags for the binders. You can't really have a cover. And it's too expensive to make custom binders. So I made these tags to go on these binders, which I just put on the zipper. Anybody can do.
Ingenious.
Ingenious,
cool. My friend.
I really love them. And I did them with all the different types of cards too, coordinating with the years. So here we go. So we got this binder.
Love it.
And yeah, so we're going to put this guy here. Get them all centered. But yeah, we got there you go. So the start of it all.
What is the first card in this binder? Is that a sketch?
So this was given to me from a friend. This is a proxy card, so it's not real.
Okay.
This is printed, but there's something called Marvel Mania. And Marvel Mania was really the first time we saw anything that had like Marvel collectibles that you could send away for kind of thing.
Gotcha.
And there were these stickers, Jack Kirby headshot stickers, and this is the Surfer one, and he was kind enough to do me the favor of printing me out one because I didn't want to pay. He wanted to chop them up, which was really nice of him, but to cover what he paid for the whole thing, you know what I mean? Like my portion was just, things are expensive in Surfer land, you know what I mean? So I couldn't do it at the time, but he was cool enough to do me a favor and to send me this. So I really appreciate him for that. This I found because I have been searching for it for a very long time. And this is the Marvel Mania membership card.
Amazing.
And this is from 1969. And this is what it looks like. And there's Surfer. It's a pretty good copy, pretty clean.
That's such an interesting card to open up with in a binder.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anybody would consider this the first Surfer card.
Right.
But technically, it's a membership card. Surfer's on it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
It
like it.
looks a very cool item to have.
It's a very cool item, super hard to come by, and they were given to kids and sent through the mail. So these are usually crinkled, creased, damaged, the whole 9
Yeah.
yards. So just to have this cleaned up is really nice and took a bit of hunting to grab. And then this guy is the Marvel Value Stamp, which is out of a comic book, and I put it in here because I thought it was so cool. And I remember Raj, Manu, and Spidey talking about these and a few other cool people when they did the insert from, was it Fleet Ultra Avengers?
Oh, I'm not sure.
But their thing, there's a whole guide online. It's awesome. I just clipped it from the book that I got for like $2, which was a really heavily damaged book. So that's why I got it for $2. So I was like, well, the cover's gone. It was really messed up, but this page was clean. So I asked them to send me a picture, and there it is. So that's the first page of my binder. I won't go slow
For
like that on
for
everything, but there it
people,
is.
I just want to ask you for because people always have so many interesting questions on binder nights about how collectors are assembling their binders. When now you were saying that that came from a really beat up copy. How
Yeah.
concerned is Fausto about the condition of the cards that go into your binder?
So I've been collecting Surfer for right. Hey, Ryan Claus. I'm sorry, I just noticed everybody. Ryder. Hey everybody. Ryan is so nice. I gotta catch up with him. Surfer top 10, pulling fire. You son of a that's amazing. So how important is condition? So at one point or another, a lot of these cards I had multiple copies of just because I've been collecting for so long. And
Yes.
I would just find better copies and updates. So this binder, if it's not graded, this is like the closest condition I can get to, or this was the second best copy I had
Nice.
for, yeah. So that's
Very
how I
good.
did the
People
binder.
always want to know. People always want to know.
Yeah, and I don't think it's important at all because some of these cards you'll just never see again. So just
Right.
any condition, you're good. But
Whatever you. Yeah.
he was banned for so long. I was doing it for so long. It was very cheap at the time, and I wasn't really like taking anything out of anybody else's collection. You know what I mean? These were just things that I just kept up with for so long.
Hunting and gathering.
Hunting and gathering, baby.
Yeah. Okay, sorry. Keep going, my friend.
No, no. So, are you going to do a page, or am I just moving?
Let's see your binder, and then I'm gonna do mine, and then I think you have a couple more to show than I do.
Yeah. So my years, I'm only going up to 80, 98, but I've filled in some things and brought out some rare stuff that goes along with it, so people can see. But yeah, if anybody has any questions, on this stuff, I can roll through. Or if you want to pick one out and me tell you about it, you let me know. But
Okay, great. We've got this live chat going. So if you guys have questions about cards, as per usual, I'll be reading the chat here and we will get your questions answered. Thank you so much for joining us, everybody.
Ghost, what's up, Mark?
What's up, buddy?
Hey, buddy. So yeah, so we're moving along. PSA called this his rookie card, so it's the most important card ever. Just so everybody remembers that. Um, it's a pretty great card. There's 4 renditions. I put the 2 rendition of checklist. I don't think they did a checklist without the US print, or maybe they did and I don't have them. I don't remember why there's
Gotcha.
only 2, but there's a reason for that. These were given to me by a great friend who's a very serious character collector. So this copy. This is a little off print, so it looks a little blurry. But I kept them both because just in case it's a variation. Because some cards just have print variations. So I try to leave a lot of empty spots. So technically, I have a full master up to 2014.
That's so crazy.
US official. So it should be there. I might be missing 1 or 2, but technically I have a full master. But this is from a game, a playset, Marvel Adventures playset. This is actually pretty rare to find these loose. It's awesome. I kept the little thing it sticks in a different box, obviously, but moving on. Yeah, this is a miscut, like a error cut. So I made room for errors and miscuts and variants of that nature. This is just a great stamp, freaking awesome stamp.
Love it.
First TCG Silver Surfer.
Oh,
I think I have. This is the cleanest, and I haven't graded it yet, but this should be a 9, a 9 or a 10, depending on what they give me.
love it.
But yeah, it's a good piece. So you have that. Moving on. Oversized cards, I put proxy things in there. So I have an oversized card box that has oversized cards in it. Sticker, rub-on tattoos. This is the Wimpy cards. These are pretty hard to get in great condition. So that's pretty cool. Foreign cards are such a pain in the butt. And that's the foreign cards sections are middled in this because I go chronologically.
Right.
So I did chronologically after many years of not knowing what to go into the order of, but I kept discovering cards, and the only thing that was consistent between all of them was the year.
Brilliant. Absolutely
Yeah,
brilliant.
it was
When
the
you
only
told
thing
me
that was
that tip, I
consistent.
was game changer.
It's the only thing that's consistent for the cards. So Silver Dollar. This is probably one of my favorite foreign cards I've ever had. I love this thing. I've shown it off on my Instagram over and over again because it's like the best thing ever.
Love it.
And I'm absolutely obsessed with this piece. I love this piece. I don't know what it would grade. I mean, 8 or 9. I never say anything's a 10 because I think 10s are very subjective.
Yeah, for sure. That's wise.
I just think 10s are subjective. Sometimes you look at a car and you're like, that just looks like a 10, and then one day you find a car that might be in better condition, but it satisfies the beats of a 10. You know what I mean? That's just how it goes.
So I'm not sure about you, but I know a lot of people when they grade their cards, they submit it with a crisp $20 bill attached to it. Is that a thing? No, I'm totally kidding. Kidding.
I mean, I've had cards submitted to me to just like, send in for people, but it's never like a thing. Sorry, my nose was dripping. Excuse me. Pardon me.
Oh my god.
PO boxes in the comments, by the way, guys. I take bribes. Okay.
100%.
100%. Okay, not above it. No. My wife and I joke around. Remember, so in the U.S. there's these horrible restaurants like Applebee's, Chili's, and all that stuff, and the thing would be, it'd say 2 for 20, so 2 entrees for $20. And my wife
Yep.
and I have this joke, and we're just like 2 for 20, not above it. And it's just like we say that to each other all the time. So I was just about to say 2 for 20, not above it. But there you go. So I love Pogs. Pogs are the best. Parody cards. A lot of people forget about parody cards, and they're a pain to find. So parody cards are really cool. Usually you have to look up Silver or Surfer and look at the year.
Oh wow.
Super Surfer. Zero
look
Heroes.
at this, you can tell you've been collecting a long time because these things are hard to find.
These things are hard to find, and I think what really changed the game, I've searched on eBay for so long, like all of us do, and I just started going by year and then typing the character's name or how the character's name is spelled in foreign languages. And that was really, yeah. So I'd be careful though. I mean, I think there's a lot more forgeries going around now than ever. Unfortunately, these were given to me by Doom. Don't even worry. Our boy, he found a bunch of these and sent them to me. I think that's right. So I have this whole part of the binder is because of him. Otherwise, I would not have it because I didn't even know how to research that or find them.
Doom is
usually the year.
Actor. Wonderful
The
guy.
best. The best. I just saw his mail day video. He always makes me want to collect Batman animated series, always.
Yeah.
But checklist, base card, and then appearance cards. So appearance cards are a big thing for me, and Surfer's there. And I might have missed one because they end up showing up in the corners too sometimes.
Okay.
So I think I have it. I think I have everything from there, but I have to look. It's been a while since I've looked, but I think everything's there unless I missed it. Another action figure from a playset. So you fold the paper to give them all the different sides in a triangle. It's pretty cool. I decided not to fold it for obvious reasons.
I love the checklist that you have there. That checklist is a classic.
I made this binder without buying the checklist. And what I ended up doing is I had been collecting checklists over the time. Like, remember we had that huge conversation? Like, I just happened to have them. And I looked through my collection. I was like, man, I actually had the hardest ones to find. So 96 is the most pain in the ass to get in terms of expensive. So I had that one and a few others that were tough. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to make a spot for them. and I did it over time. So if you guys make binders, definitely do yourself the favor and don't care about the blank spaces.
Smart.
Always. Just leave blank spaces, buy the extra binders. You never know what you're going to find. And it's such a nice thing when you find something you didn't know about and you save that extra like space and that has space or something like that. You know what I mean?
I'm glad you brought that up because my binder is going to be the perfect example of what not to do.
No, that's not true. See, I like a full binder though, because it looks cool to see everything together and meshing well and like how it's supposed to be laid out. But
It's a pro tip. It's a pro tip leaving the blanks. People don't do it the way I did it. Do it the way
it's a pro tip. But there you go. This is the hardest card to grade. I know I shouldn't say that publicly, but it is a pain in the ass for sure.
Why is that one such a? Because centering is terrible.
Paper quality and centering.
Yeah, centering on these is insane.
It's such an ass. It's actually part of a sticker that came earlier too. But I got a 9.5, but that's fine. I'll live with that.
There you go.
I'll live with that. If this is, am I going too slow or anything like that?
You're doing great. You're having fun, and this is your show, so you can do whatever you want, my friend.
Well, time to take off this shirt. Excuse me, gentlemen.
But please leave your shirt on.
Sorry. Everyone has to be careful having me on. So, editor cards, writer cards, editor cards. These were official cards done by Marvel for the staff of Marvel, people who were putting cards together.
Wow, that's so special.
So they're everywhere. You can find them. The autograph ones are a pain, but I'll get them eventually, which is why the spots are empty. But I think there's only two. One where you get the actual iconic, you know what I mean, surfer stance, which is this poster, by the way, because this was also in '92. So it was the Ron Lim famous '91. Craig Anderson, who's a big deal, and editor of Silver Surfer comic book, but he also worked on the cards. So again, another reason why 1990 MU is so important, and people don't realize how important that is. Yeah. This just has a mention of Surfer, but it doesn't have Surfer in it, but it has a mention. So there's that. All the parody cards are different too. I forget how many are in a set, but there you go. All right, so 1990.
Keep going. I'm going to be right back.
No worries. So 1990. Hey, Brittany, what's going on? Recognizing card can be fun as well. Yeah, for sure. Pog champs. Pogs, baby. Fausto, are there two Pogs for the Spanish and Argentine? Oh. Okay, so let's go back real quick. These are the Argentinian things. I don't think there's two. I think these are the only ones, if I'm thinking correctly, or if I'm thinking about something else. MCG is this one, which I don't remember if it's foreign or not, because my notes are, it's foreign. Okay, so my notes are massive, and this was actually a really good condition one that I found, so that was pretty hard to find. I think this is the most repeated Silver Surfer image in cards, by the way. I don't know if it is or not, but I feel like it is.
I mean, repeats are inevitable. It's something to not get upset about in character collecting.
No, it's not. I don't get upset about it. I don't get upset about it when card companies repeat images that have no significance, and like you have a character that's only had like 10 cards and 7 of them are the exact same image over like a 10-year span. That's outrageous and should not happen. But I like repeats for some reasons and some reasons not. But I was actually just about to have a video on this on like what are some things that are important to look for as like a Marvel card collector and not just be serial numbered obsessed, you know, and one of them is to look for things that don't have parallels of your character. You know what I mean? Because those cards, if there's only 30 with that art and it's original to the card, then most likely it's not in the Marvel card library or the Marvel library that they use from when they pull images. So I highly doubt we'll ever see it on a card again. 1990. These are the two true promos. The ones with the diamonds on the back are not promos. I say it a lot and I sound like a broken record, but people are being taken for a ride. Those ones with diamonds on the back are being cut from 4-card sheets as singles, and PSA grades them, which they shouldn't. And I'm sure they'll change that in the future, but they shouldn't. But these are the two promos. This Last thing I ever found before completing
Wow.
this mess. Pain in the ass. Checklist. Hologram. Moving on. Okay. What's this? Oh, okay. So this is one with a stupid diamond.
As we're talking about it, when it comes up, I
As we're
love it.
talking, as stupid as it is, there it is. One with a diamond. Buddy had it, gave it to me, and I was like, well, we'll just keep it in there so we know. Tom Morgan is one of the best people on the planet as an artist. I love that man. He rocks.
Look at that. Auto on the hollow.
He's the best.
Love it.
He's responsible for the very first 20 Marvel cards that have ever been done. This is a wrong cut. I love this. I love errors. I leave room for error cards too.
Yeah, I love it.
These are all off in some way and errors. So this is the most obvious error, which is pretty great. But you got a pack crimp.
Love it. Someone reached out recently about some Avengers metal that was all screwed up, and they showed me, and I was like, oh, that's pack crimping. I was like, you might want to hang on to those. There might be someone interested in those.
Always, forever. I love error cards, unless someone's trying to sell them to me to rip me off. But I love error cards for the most part. So that starts that. This is our next year, 91. There's promos in 91 too. A lot of people don't realize, but the promos are important, guys. Appearance card. Promo error. I think this, or is it this? This also has a pack crimp.
Interesting.
You see?
Yeah.
It's awesome. So there's that. Surfer up in the corner here. This is actually an awesome cover. Man Thing's on the back. It's actually a really cool cover.
Oh, nice.
Surfer. Yeah, it's really great. So me and William got that card together. Oh, really? Shoot. I haven't showed this to anybody yet.
Oh, boy.
Okay. All right. I was going to do a post about this, but for you, you get everything. You know that, right? That's what happens when you get me on here. I just throw everything.
This is Binder Nights. Anything could happen, people. I hope you're enjoying this.
All right, guys. All right. This is cool. Okay. So check this out. They made a set in 1992, and it's called Famous Comic Book Creator Cards. And they basically had cards of all the creators in the 90s, which are some of the biggest ones ever. They even have Mobius. So, got the checklist here.
Wow, very cool.
And you can see all the artists on there. Now, this is the kicker. There's no Sabretooth. I already checked for you. This happened like 8 months ago. No Sabretooth. Otherwise, I would tell you.
I appreciate that.
Here's the kicker. On the back of the card, they show an example of their work.
Oh.
So, no Surfer, but let's pull our Jack Kirby out here. Jack Kirby, they talk about Fantastic Four, and they mention Surfer as well. Correct? On Kirby? Well, that's Kirby's front card.
Wow, very cool, man.
And on the back, they mention Surfer and Kirby. So that's why these are in here. These are all the ones from the set that mention Surfer in some way.
So cool. This is the craziest collection. Like, for people who are looking to put together a character collecting binder, I hope you know this is the TED Talk for it. Like, you are learning from the master right now.
No.
You always say that, but I'm dead serious. This is how I learned.
There's some scary people out there. You'd be surprised. People that make me look like Mickey Mouse. Scary Marvel card collectors out there. They keep me up at night. This is an act of fear and love. And then I finished this binder up by going.
You see this comment? Sorry, I gotta. There's two comments in here. We have to talk about really quick. First of all, this is amazing.
Yeah, sure.
If this wasn't so amazing, you'd just be insane.
Cash is so cool. I want to hang out with him all the time. I love this man.
And then we gotta look at Sober Faces. He goes, "This is so funny. Do you also collect Kelly Slater cards?" You know what, Sober Face? I think that's the next binder we're getting into. It's all Kelly Slater autographs. We'll get to it shortly. But that's Sober Face. You're always in here with the fire, man. I love it. It's
so funny. Here's the
Sorry,
prism. No, I
keep going.
love it. Here's the prism set. Started with
I
a
bought you a
checklist.
box of this card
You
set.
did. This
Are any
is
of the
it.
cards in that box in there?
The whole thing is in here,
Oh my god, I
and the
love it.
box is in the display. No
You
shit.
are the best.
I replaced it with all the ones I pulled.
Dude, you're so cool. I think that is really special.
You're so cool. It's
I'm
awesome. You
flat.
gave that to me. Please, this set's the best. I have an uncut sheet that I feel like I should put up here and replace this
should.
guy for a little
Yeah.
bit, but it's effing expensive, this stuff. But yeah. And then error misprint.
Oh.
And then these are really great. So the early cards from Marvel that
Yeah.
are a big deal that people overlook are from Dynamic Forces. Dynamic Forces put out a bunch of stuff on QVC back in the day, which was like the Whatnot, and it was a company, and everybody who collects comic books and Marvel and this geeky stuff anyway understands what Dynamic Forces, but they did cards too. And one they did was to celebrate the set when it came out in '92, and Ron Lim had a certificate. It comes in a little black binder, which I can get out, but it's kind of buried. And was inside there was a card signed by Lim and hard numbered.
Whoa.
And hard numbered. So this is 125 out of 192. 1,992, which was the year, which is what they did back in the day. And there's Lim's autograph. So this is the very first Lim autograph, not pack pulled, but still really cool to have.
Yeah.
And, I have two, but this is the lowest number I ever found. I gave one as a gift to Surfer Collector. Ivan, Forest Moon Collectibles, who's a lovely man who collected this whole set in PSA 10. CGC 10? PSA 10. Don't remember. But beautiful guy, super nice, love him a lot. And I wanted to give him something special, so I gave it to him because I think they're on eBay. You know, they're like $100, $50 or whatever, but they don't really exist either. So
very, very cool. Man, what a first
binder.
What a first binder. That was crazy.
I'm excited for the good stuff. Here we go.
Is so fun. Like, this is our chance to like show off our stuff.
It's the best.
I absolutely love it. Okay, I'm gonna take a turn here. I'm gonna go. So this binder here is the standard binder that I always buy. All my binders that I have that are top loader binders are this one. I've shared the brand of it before. I've lost the sheet and I have no idea what it's even called. So I'll post that in the description. So Fausto helped me with my binder. This is going to be from 1987 until 1999. And here we go. I'm going to show you guys I'm going to look at comments really quick here. If I drew Silver Surfer on a napkin right now, would you rotary telephone ring?
No, that's great. Wait. Sorry, I thought I heard a surfer being pulled. What'd you say?
Yeah, oh my god. I love when you guys are on eBay as we're doing these videos looking at the cards. It's actually smart. Like, well, it's fresh.
Ryan is smart.
While we're talking about it, it's a brilliant thing to be doing. Give the rest of us a chance, Ryan. Okay, guys, here I'm going to show you the Sabretooth stuff that I'm going to basically have to hold the camera to do this, but I will. I'm going to run you guys through what we're doing. Fausto, you're in charge of chat.
Hell yeah.
So I'm going to make this a bit bigger. There we go. Okay, so my binder starts out with the Marauders, which is your first appearance of an appearance card, and that's the 91 Marauders card, and it's them just hanging out. You know, it's just kind of in the mix, but appearance card. Then you move on to Clear Ultra Wolverine, where this is the trivia cards, where you get this head-to-head battle, which is another appearance card. Then finally, you get your actual rookie card of Sabretooth, his first solo appearance. This is a Todd McFarlane card from the same year, and the only reason I don't consider it the rookie card is because Spider-Man's hands are in it, so I'm considering it an appearance card. 91, and then the other. There's a yellow card that goes in here, which is currently in your living room and will eventually be here. The reason I got to go this way is because I have two pages. That my binder is double-sided. So These are the comic book cover appearances. This one only has the written Sabretooth on it, but this is the first time that Sabretooth appears as Wolverine's villain. So as his main villain. So that's an important one. That's Uncanny X-Men 212. This is him the first time on the cover for them, Uncanny X-Men 213. And then the checklist that this set is coming from. I love having the checklist. This is the only independent checklist you're going to see in my entire binder. It fit there for reasons I'm going to explain here afterwards. I love this card. I don't know what this card is. I don't know why it exists, but man, is it ever cool. I really, really enjoy it. That is Sabretooth during his disco phase. He's dancing. He's doing his thing. It's lots of fun. Down here, we have more of these, these are just, they're kind of random. They're not my favorite images, but he is on them. Here he's on there as Victor Creed as a military guy, and then here he is as Sabretooth, and I'm really into it.
So we got some comments.
Yeah.
Okay, so hypothetical, this is from Kashra. Hypothetical, if there was a gum pack and the surfer image was partially transferring the gum, would you have to collect the gum? I have it, Kashra. So there you go. And I'll bring it out for you after this. And I actually have
God.
I have the earliest. I'll show you something else, Kashra, in a second. Ryan laughed. Gambit is in the background of any of these cards. Actually, this is a great point because Graydon's put a really good binder together. And when you see these cards on any binder night, look for your character in the background because they're not going to be listed on eBay. This is the only way you're going to catch it and be like, oh. And X-Men characters are everywhere in all X-Men cards. So this is the place to look. Brittany laughs. Haha. People are loving the binder. Perna came out and said free the nipple, which of course makes sense. For Tony, hey Britt, you already missed it, Perna. Okay, we're back.
Okay. So I'm going to keep going here. What I've got here is the beginning of Marvel Masterpieces, 1992, our Joe Jusko look at Sabretooth, 93, and then onto the 94 Hildebrandt card, which has the gold sig on it. This is the gold sig card. Coming down here, we have the Toy Biz card. So this is the Toy Biz card that came in the toys, and then here is the actual puzzle piece card for it, which was in the regular set. I also have the uncut sheet of this, which also happens to be in Fausto's living room.
Oh yeah.
I gotta move some stuff here. I'm making a mess, but anyways, here the sunlight's starting to come. And I don't want any reflection. Down here we have another puzzle piece. So as we in my binder, when we get into the puzzle pieces, there's themes to this binder. So this is a two-way of puzzles that go together. And now here is the three-way, and we lead into the 3x3 puzzles. This is so hokey, me holding it this way. Sorry.
So Brittany wants to know, are you moving into Fausto's house? And what she doesn't understand that he's already there and in the basement. This is the first time I've let him free, so that's pretty much what's happening.
All of my stuff is currently being shipped. There's a moving van. There's a moving company where I live called Two Small Men with Big Hearts, and when that truck shows up, it will be there. And I know that because they too often. So this is my 9x9 page. There's my Sabretooth character, and this comes from one image. So I consider it part of the PC to have all of it, and I really, really like having it in there. And then, of course, we have a super classic. I guess I could just move this into the light. Sorry, guys. This is like being filmed like the Blair Witch Project right now.
No, it actually looking really good on camera.
And so this is another insert set where I appear with Fausto's secondary backup character, Iceman. And so, again, this is one picture. These are all specials. I used to call them specials as a kid. They were inserts, but as a young kid, I used to call them specials. So I still kind of call them specials in my adult age if they're from the 90s. I love having these two pages as, 3x3s or collage or whatever you want to call them. This is a great page in this binder.
It looks like artwork, right? Like that's the best part of binders is to make it look like a page of artwork. It's so cool.
Totally. And then we have the Sabretooth here. It's a repeat image that you see going on with the TV cards. Flair. This is a really cool Danger Room Toy Biz card. Really, really love this card. This card really does it for me. Love this battle.
Oh, it's an homage.
Down here, sorry, this is an homage?
Well, to the famous
To the cover.
to your left.
To the
That's
cover
so
of
cool.
Uncanny.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. These are actually also in your living room, but there are 3 varieties of this sketchboard sketch card. There is a white, a gray, and there's a 4th. What's the 4th?
White, gray, yellow, blue.
Oh my God. So
It's okay.
I'm just going to throw this whole binder out and just start over again once that, I'm just joking. Moving on. These are some appearance cards. These are landscape cards that are really hard to display, but they're in here because I like them. This is a Japanese card of Sabretooth. And then the 94, I love this card.
It's one of the best. I love that card.
The Mutant Massacre card here is a really cool Sabretooth appearance card I'd like to just show a little bit closer. Dude, this Blair Witch style project handling kind of gives you, I don't have to pull them out of the sleeves this way for you to see them. This is a cool card that I know a lot of people don't really do. This is an ice cream card.
Oh, so, lucky.
This was a tearaway card that came with an ice cream cone. And a really cool image. I was shocked when I found it. And it's called Cold Facts File, number 2.
Yes!
And as someone lives next to a Dairy Queen, I will frequently be eating ice cream. This is a promo card, which I literally just look on eBay all the time, looking at promo cards. Let me know about search Sabretooth promo cards. And this was one that came up. I never really saw it again. I really, really love this card. Then we get into one of the battles. So as you can see, their sets are kind of spread around in here, but I just sort of go with what fits, and this is a really, really cool battle.
That's a great battle.
Continuing on, we have more battle scenes. These are this card is so crazy. The image,
iconic though.
The Sabretooth on here is just so out for blood, and so is the Wolverine. As we get into Fleer Ultra Wolverine cards here from 1996, just lots of different images that I enjoy having. Here is my Flair card for him, and then this is the Air card with the top cut that's wrong. The Gambit hologram, which there's no way I'm going to be able to show you that properly, but that's Sabretooth in the hologram. And then we get into the Fox Kids Network cards, which Brittany sent me one of these. She has one of these for me. And then this is Matt McBrien, our dear friend, the Gambit collector, who has a card of this for me. And then we get into the DC versus, also one of the cards from Matt. So many of you guys send me cards. I just want to say that, you're all the best. You're the best friends in the world. I consider you all dear friends. And when you guys send stuff, it's just, I don't know, it really warms my heart. I really appreciate that. We're going to get into something that you don't really see in the 90s here, and this is rainbows. So rainbowing in the 90s was really hard because there wasn't a million parallels. So you had to get really creative. So for those of you who are incredibly old, you will possibly remember doing this. But here is my rainbow of the 92. You got to get creative with it, right? So this is the 92 Masterpieces rainbow. This is the base card. This is the sticker, the vending machine sticker. This is the Joe Jusko auto gold, which was a Comic-Con auto, so you had to get creative. This is a miscut on the top. This is a miscut on the bottom. And this is the buyback from MM16, which I wanted to include because it is a card from 92. So for me, it does help make this a rainbow. So there's a 6-card rainbow that you get to see of Sabretooth stuff that really shouldn't have existed, but does because I just made it a thing. And that's kind of unique to my my binder.
It's awesome. And I consider it a staple for all binders, honestly. The more variations, the more all the stuff is so great.
Another rainbow that I did here this is 94 mm. So this is base. This is the pack pulled gold sig. And then this is a Comic-Con auto. that obviously there's only two variations of it, but this one is definitely really, really cool because it's just a Comic-Con one. Kind of makes that rainbow complete. Then we move into, I'll show you the whole page. This is going to be a bit of a theme of, so I have the base, the gold sig, and then the Comic-Con auto. Base, gold sig, Comic-Con auto. Base, gold sig is in my friend's living room right now. I have never found this card in the Comic-Con auto. If anybody out there has this one with an auto on it from the Comic-Con, please let me know. That would definitely help me complete out this binder. Moving on, we have more of, so this is the base. This is the Chromium card. And then the Andy Kubert Gold Sig, which is pack pulled. All of these are just, they're printed on there for those of you that know it. And then as you go through this binder, they're all there. So this is the CIA card, but that is actually Victor Creed as Wolverine's military partner, which is super cool. So those are really unique pages in my 90s binder.
So a couple of different comments. And who did the Sabretooth with the con sig you're missing? Is that Dimitri?
Double checking right now.
Yeah, Dimitri.
Yeah.
You send him a card, he'll sign it for you for free. He's lovely. I'll introduce you.
I'm gonna. Thank you.
Yeah, and then Kashra says Sabretooth's ice cream truck is better than Thanos' copper. He's not wrong. Tony, that's hilarious. Tony says that he remembers seeing the artwork for one of those Sabretooth pieces for $600 back in the day.
Well, Tony, if your time machine is fired up, I don't know if it's a pull start or if you got to push start it or what, but let me know because I'll take it.
Amazing.
I'm going to keep going here, guys. So here is another Comic-Con auto. I actually don't know how that even got in the mix. This is the back of a card where he shows up. So this is an appearance card where the front of the card has nothing to do with him, but the back has a cutout of him. This is one of my favorite ones of all time. This is the 95 Marvel Metal set. The motion card, which has him as like kind of a moving card.
One of my favorites.
96 masterpieces. This is a hard one to get. This one's a pain in the butt to track down. Also, just looking at it right now, it's like the most faded top loader ever. So that definitely came out of someone's ridiculous collection. The Marvel Vision card. This is a slept-on set. This is definitely a set that you don't see a whole lot of. I would always wanted to open a box of this. I'd really like to open a box one day. Up here, we have 96 Fleer Ultra Wolverine. All of the Sabretooth cards that are in there are really unique, and I find them really interesting. I pack pulled this in the very first box of cards I ever opened on channel. I opened it with Cool Cards and Josh. This was a QFX box. Love this card. There is a card in this set that I'm missing. If you guys deduce which one it is, I would love your help. This is a kind of like one of the Fox Kids cards, but out of like kind of like a random like X-Men set of packs that are cool. This set here, this might be one of my favorite Sabretooth cards of all time. This is such a cool image from Timeline, 1997. This image is also on the box, so I have this in sealed wax upstairs, and I really, really love having this box of cards.
Well, that has the only pack pulled Greg and Tim Hildebrandt auto.
Other than Oasis.
Oh, it's Oasis. It's Oasis. Sorry.
It's Oasis.
Not Timelines. My bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
You know,
scratch that. I meant Oasis.
It is just so I need to make myself big for 1 second. Just so you know, I very rarely get to correct Fausto. So I want someone to document this moment. It was Dear Diary. It was September 8th,
clip it.
2024. Okay, I'm going to keep going here. Now we get into the inserts. This is my insert page. Pages, I should say. But I'll start over here. So this is the 92 Joe Jusko insert card, Sabretooth Wolverine Battle. One of the best cards that's ever been produced in Marvel cards. One of the coolest pieces of art, coolest images ever. I wonder where this painting is. Whoever has this painting isn't that. I don't collect original art. If I were to own one piece of original art, it would be this one.
You want to see something crazy real fast?
Yeah.
I don't have it, so don't hate me. This was in a comic book.
Oh my gosh, what are we looking at here?
These are the prices of the original artwork.
Oh my God. I can't see them personally. Can you read one out to me?
Yeah, so it says Marvel Masterpiece original artwork from Joe Jusko. We have obtained the original artwork for the just released Skybox International Marvel Masterpiece. So this was Supercard and Comics. They bought all the art from Joe, and they listed in the comic book the character names and the prices that they were selling each one for, and what sold beforehand. So Captain America was sold. So you want to see Wolverine versus Sabretooth was $3,000.
Back then, wow, they were even pricing it at that you know what? That's impressive.
So there you go.
That's really interesting that you have that. I'm gonna remove you from stage. We're gonna come back to that.
Yes, sorry. I just wanted to show because I thought everybody'd be interested.
No, you're good.
Stop sharing. There you go.
So here is that amazing card. This is that card with the Pat Crimp Air, because me and Fausto both really love those.
Yes.
More inserts. You guys know these cards. I'm not going to like keep reading them all out. This is probably my favorite card of all time. This is the 95 insert from Pieces. This card is insane. Like, that is the most vicious, crazy looking individual Sabretooth card you will ever see. Super cool. Here's a total fake, which is apparently a foreign card, but is just a complete print off without the foiling, which I love. There's that Iceman Sabretooth card again. Moving on over here, I have these cards on in my binder. I do when he's on both sides, I put both cards in because I love both sides. I think it's amazing.
That's clever. That's
and
clever.
I carry that tradition on right here as well. So this is the rainbow, green, silver, gold, some weird other one. Comic-Con auto for these. I really enjoy having the range of those in there. And then I have the metal flasher, which is the insert for Marvel Metal back then. This is the 96 insert for Sabretooth, which is what I think is likely one of the most well-painted Sabretooths, most creative interpretations of it ever. Really love it. And then here, corner clipped, is the promo version of this insert. Very cool. This is a super weird insert. This is a wanted poster of Sabretooth where his specs are on the back. Really cool, really interesting. Here we get into the TCG cards. I'm going to call these the overpower cards. Lots of really cool overpower cards. I left blanks here because I know I'm going to find more. And then here are more of them. Why on earth are these two in here? These are the Overpower League cards, the pamphlets that come in like every pack. But as you look, Sabretooth is on both sides of it to make one image. So I have them in there.
So overlooked. Awesome.
This is both these two cards here from Claws Out Collectible. Our friend Raj, he had them in a gift pack for me. I sent this pack to Spidey Hits to open on my last pack magic box that I sent him, and he lost the card. So Raj stepped in and got it for me. So really grateful that that he did that for me.
Raj is the best.
Raj is really the best. If we get into the real sickness of all of this, this is the checklist page. And when I say page, I mean pages. So I like having the checklists. So we have our Colossal Conflicts, our Wolverine trivia, the Todd McFarlane list, 1990, 91, X-Force. And then we have our 92 masterpieces, 93, 94, 94 Gold Sig Auto, 95, and of course the big boy 96. Wolverine from then till now, Marvel Universe, Marvel Universe, Marvel Universe, Marvel Flair, and the Spider-Man checklist where he appears. The checklist page was a bitch to put together. This was, and there are more I'm missing, like the Wolverine one I don't have in here, but I'm sort of out of room. I have them in raw and I like having them. But over here, we continue on with the checklist sickness. This is the DC from 95 or 96, I can't remember. Another Flair, This is the Chromium Flair Ultra from 96, Marvel Metal from 95, Marvel Onslaught. Here's a proxy card. This is the 96 Flair Ultra Wolverine. I need to get that one to put in there. Timeline, and then here's the 96 checklist that for the only time ever has Sabretooth on the actual checklist.
Same Sabretooth as Overpower, right?
I'm sorry?
From the little paper, the same Sabretooth from the Overpower paper thing?
Exactly correct. So this is really cool because for the checklist person, I love checklists. For those of you that know, I really love them, and to have Sabretooth on one is a big deal for me. Moving on to more checklists, here's the Marvel Vision one. The Marvel Vision one is an interesting one. It has a decoder on it as well. This is the movie checklist, which I pulled live with Spidey, Hits, and Fausto. And then we get into movie cards. So here's Tyler Mane and an appearance card on the back. Here we get into Tyler Mane as Sabretooth. I really like Tyler Mane as a person, as an actor, and as Sabretooth. I'm a really big fan, and I reach out to Tyler from time to time. Really a big fan of that guy. I think he responds, he reaches out. He was on the red carpet for Deadpool versus Wolverine, posting his photos from there, and I was hitting him up on my Instagram stories, and he was responding. Who does that? I think that's pretty cool. I think that's worth noting. Here are my Tyler Mane auto page of him as Sabretooth. So these are 3 of the normal ones. These are 2 of the rainbows. This is a Comic-Con one. These are 2 pack-pulled ones and another Comic-Con one. So just a shout-out to Tyler Mane. This one's not a rainbow one. This one's a speckle. So I'm impressed at how many variations they did. But this is like my Tyler Mane auto page. When I first started being public with my collection, I have a Sabretooth PC Instagram, which I haven't updated in a while, but I will. Tyler Mane went through and liked all the photos of his autos, which I thought was pretty cool. That was pretty neat. Yeah, that was pretty neat.
What a nice guy. That's really cool. Well, I mean, hold on. So Donnie says hi. Raj, everyone's saying hi. Kashra says this is kind of a sickness. Pernis says he has a super rare Sabretooth toenail clipping card, which he says he will charge you only $1 million. Ryder has a card for you. I think it's one of the checklists you're missing. And Pernis says he actually met Tyler in person on the set of the first X-Men movie, because actually it was filmed in close to Perna at the time.
Why was Perna on the... Imagine what Perna mischief was going on the X-Men scene. It's probably nipples drawn on the set.
100%. Like someone was like, if I don't have someone drawing me nipples 100% of the time, I'm not doing this film. And there's Perna, ready to go.
Here's more of my my Comic-Con autos. I'm not going to get into all of them, but I like having a Comic-Con auto page. There was a while there where I really loved them. When I got these, I got all of them with a letter of authenticity for each one, which was kind of cool, which I'd always want to find a way to display. I'm going to use it in more of like a scrapbook capacity. And then over here, I have the remaining movie cards, which are very important to me. They have Tyler Mane on them. I pulled these on my live stream with Spidey and Fausto when I did this box. So that's my binder. Lots of autos, lots of checklists, lots of overpower cards, inserts, random base cards that I enjoy, my rainbows of the different style of cards they had in the 90s, my creative rainbow of masterpieces, more base, the 3x3 pages that are a must-have when you have a character like mine, some base, some Toy Biz, some checklists, some comic covers, and then the first appearance cards. So guys, that is the first binder that I'm going to show of my Sabretooth stuff. Fausto, I am actually running out of time, so I think we're going to possibly call it there.
That sounds good.
We're an hour in, and I think we did really good. So we both got to show a binder and kind of discuss what we were going over. And did you get banned from the movie set? You guys in the comments kill me. Like, I don't even need to watch entertaining things at night. I just go through and read the comments that you guys have. Sean says Tyler Mane seems awesome. It seems like you know what? And so you know, Tyler Mane is from a province in Canada called Saskatchewan, which is the farming province next door to my province, and just a wonderful set of people from there. A really, really interesting group of people, hardworking people, and to find out that Tyler Main is from there and just such a nice guy, just makes so much sense that that's the case. You know, this was so much fun. This was crazy to get to do. I think that showing one binder each actually is a nice cap off, because there's so much more to show you guys. It would kind of be a shame to just show it all tonight. Like we're gonna come back to this, but that was the 90s stuff. That was pretty crazy.
That's just intense. So cool.
For me, putting together these binders, so I've mentioned this before, and I think some of you guys are watching this and you're like, how many renditions of this were there? Hey, what's going on? I'm so glad that you got to check out that Sabretooth binder. I've been wanting to show you that for a while.
I was sick.
I really hope that you guys know that there have been so many renditions of this binder that because of this one, I've literally broken pages in this binder because I've moved cards so many times. But Fausto sent me a binder when I shipped some cards, and I use it as my practice binder. So I highly recommend for you guys who are, I mentioned this before, me and Fausto talked about this before, but if you're wanting to put together a binder of a lot of your cards, I highly recommend doing a practice binder. And it's just a sacrificial one that you're going to use for your other ones to put together, because you're going to move cards so many times. Even when you get it out of there into your real binder, you're still going to move them twice, but it's going to save you a shitload of headache. Like, it's going to save you a ton of crap. So get yourself a throwaway binder where you like your practice one where you get to put everything in and kind of go from there. It saved me so many torn binder pages. So you guys know, in these binders, it's very challenging to get 100-point cards. So if you're going to do double-sided like I did and you're going to do 100-point cards, the trick is to do one page 100-point and the other page 35-point. That's the max. That's like going to be the absolute max that it's going to, you know what I mean, before you blow the pages out. So that's a pro tip right there. If you're going to do double-sided, one side can be 100-point, the other side's got to be the 35-point.
That's really smart, actually. And I like the way you go across the page when you continue, because most people go in a Z. But going across the page, especially if you have thickness differences of cards, you can really be careful. You know what I mean? You don't have to worry.
Totally.
Because you do 100-point on those two pages, and then on the back of each one would be 35. That makes sense. That's really cool.
Yeah, totally. Part of the reason I wanted to wrap this up too at an hour is because right now, like literally right now, Justin is going to be having a stream where they're going to be showing a ton of stuff that's for sale over there. And I really don't want to cross over with Justin. It's also Justin's birthday tomorrow. And so, you know, I would, if you guys are enjoying this stuff, I really am grateful that you got to come on and hang out. I really want to encourage you to jump on and go see what Justin's got going on right now. There is some really cool stuff that's going to be for sale. So we're not going to keep you. Jump over there, check it out. Fausto, you want to end on anything, buddy?
Be excited. There's a lot of cool things from Matt Tillo over there happening on Justin's channel. A lot of fun stuff. I'm going to be around. Maybe we'll be on a Discord somewhere, all of us chatting and hanging out for the next like hour while we're watching. I don't know yet, but I don't know where it's going to be. But hit me up if you want to hang out on a Discord or whatever while we watch and see all the cool, fun, good stuff that's going to come out from Datillo.
One thing we have to mention before we shut it down too is that Fausto has a thing on Discord for the Marvel card library. Do you want to talk about that really quick there, buddy? You want to drop a little bit about?
So I've shared the link before. If you need the link, let me know. I'm trying to get to a place where there's an actual archive of a bunch of cards that are not really necessarily easy to find. Sketch cards, printing plates, comic cuts, all this kind of stuff. And people can go there, share it on this Discord, and we can have it all nice, neatly organized, and you can search for your character or search for the year. So you could go to this Discord, search for your character, and find all these cool cards. And if you are interested in purchasing one, which usually most of the stuff that's posted there is not for buy or sell, but we do have a marketplace separate. But check out the Discord. It's awesome. It's called Marvel Card Library until I come up with a better name for it. But I really like it, and there's not a lot of places on the web, unless it costs a lot of money, to put a bunch of cards on there. So go check it out.
Go check it out, guys. Unfortunately, on the Discord, it will only work if you're subscribed to the LPM channel. I don't know why. We're looking into it, but
You
unless
have to
you're
like and
subscribed,
comment here to get the link.
it's unless you're subscribed, it doesn't seem to work. So I don't know. Make sure you're subscribed. Fausto, thank you for sharing that with us, buddy. Thank you for showing us your binder. You're the best.
Of course. Thank you guys, man. This is a lot of fun. I appreciate it.
All right, you guys enjoy the rest of your evening and the rest of the streams tonight. Great to see you.
Later, everybody.